We've got a neighbour and we're expanding to the north. So I have built another house in this little creative series. I must admit, the reception I got in the last video was absolutely shocking. So fair enough, maybe people aren't interested, but I know I love creative. It's a little project for me. Why not? You know, just a little hobby. So I believe with this house there are actually, I think I've spotted 7 differences compared to what was in the first episode. So here's a little challenge then. In the comments, can you find, even if it's just one of the 7 differences that this house has compared to the one in the previous episode? And again, don't know if there'll be much flavour for this. Somebody did ask for Minecraft videos, and I asked whether they wanted survival or creative, and they just said any. So I prefer creative. I've gone for creative. But if there's not much flavour for it, I mean, I don't know, because again, I'm doing it for enjoyment rather than trying to get attention or anything. But yeah, can you spot? I mean, some of them are really obvious, some of them are not very obvious. Potentially 7 things that are different about this house compared to the one in the previous episode. So, I'll do a little house tour, and then we need to put the path in as well. So this is sort of just like a little living space. This is kitchen area. I've missed a window there. Can you imagine if it just wasn't a window? That would be a nightmare. So I've gone for a slightly wider window there. Let's pop the glass in. And then, yeah, living space. So I'm trying not to give too much away about the differences, but maybe you've spotted some already. That's meant to be a bed. If you want me to actually decorate the houses properly, just tell me. I mean, no one's probably bothered, I would imagine. So this, bedroom area, quite a big bedroom. I wonder if I could have split it into 2 maybe, don't know. And then this is meant to be shower room, bathroom, whatever. Okay, so little lookout on the landing there. So that's the tour of the new house that I've built. I think for every episode I release in the series, I am going to try and make each house different, and it might only be like a subtle difference. But yeah, don't know. So we've got some options as to where to expand. Oh my gosh, can you imagine if we have to go that way? That's the dreaded one for me, and I am going to ask Siri to choose the direction. So remember, where we're facing now, north is to the right, behind us is east, and facing forward, that is west. So we can't go south, we've already... Or do I put south in as well and then go the other direction? Maybe that's something I should do. So I'm just connecting the 2 properties together at the minute. I suppose this is going to end up being our high street. Obviously, at the minute, there are no shops or whatever, because, I mean, there's just not the population to have a shop. Eventually, when it gets busier, obviously, maybe certain people might provide different services. So again, I'm trying to go with the narrative of keeping it realistic if possible. I've just found that works better. I've said before, if I make like a huge Tesco or like a huge leisure centre when there's 2 houses there, it just doesn't make any sense. You wouldn't have people using it. But that's what I'm hoping. I mean, I'm hoping maybe for this island eventually for it to be like a super dense city if possible. Like, let's go up into the sky. I mean, I don't know whether to set a height limit for how many floors I'm going to have or anything like that, but we will see. So I'm just putting a little patio area in as well, and then eventually I do make like a little wraparound path for this house as well, just so you can get round to the back if you need to. It just sort of felt to me like that should have a path down the side. I don't know why. Maybe you agree, you disagree. I was tempted to kind of do up the gardens a bit. I didn't do it in the end, so this is what I've gone with. Do you think I should make the gardens nicer? Don't know. Should I do it in the next episode? So I'm very tempted to leave south in as an option. I wasn't going to, but I'm going to get Siri now to pick a direction. And I've also been really reflecting on what I do about, because I did a heads or tails before as to how many people the house should be for. Well, I'm always going to end up with like a double bed, even if it's for 1 person or 2. So I did think, should I get Siri to pick a number for how many bedrooms a house should have? Or, I don't know, do I do a population increase? Yeah, maybe that's what I should do. With a maximum of 5, I feel like I could get 2 houses in that space. Could I get, I mean, even 5... population of 5, that's going to be like 3 bedrooms, isn't it? I'm assuming there's like 2 couples and maybe a child. I don't know. So let's get Siri then to pick a direction. I am going to go between 1 and 4, and it'll be either north, east, south, or west. And then I'll expand in that direction in the next video. So let's do it now. Pick a number between 1 and 4. Remember, north is 1, and it goes clockwise like a bearing. So we've got 3, north, east, south, west. So we're going to the west this time. That does mean we're going to that square that's got that massive pit in. I mean, I could fill it in. I have done a bit of levelling in these 2 squares that I've used off camera. So now I need to try and see what the population is going to increase by. So I'll get Siri to pick a number between 1 and 5, and then that'll be the number of people that I'm going to make the houses to cater for, if that makes any sense. Pick a number between 1 and 5. 1. So I've only got to really... I'll make like a 1-bedroom house then again. Not very exciting, but this time I don't know whether to do it in that square or do I do it next to the square that I've just unlocked, because, yeah, I could maybe squeeze a house in there, or do I actually go that direction? Again, very concerned about how I'm going to connect it in. I'm not sure. So that's what will be coming in the next episode. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Random little project, just for fun. And eventually, hopefully, we'll end up with a massive city, but we'll see. Right, thank you so much for watching. And again, maybe hopefully see you again soon for another video. I don't know whether to upload like 1 a week. If people are not watching it, do I give up? Don't know. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, thank you for watching, and hopefully see you again soon for another video.